Hello and welcome to some more Star Citizen news, going over Alpha 3.18.1 and 3.18.2, sort of news and updates on that. We've had a little bit of a roadmap update for 3.19 as well. We've had the monthly reports for Squadron 42 and for the Persistent Universe, what Cloud Imperium is sort of focused on now, and what they've been working on over the last few weeks. There's a couple of cool other things with ships that are just about to be off sale if you're interested in getting them, the Vulture and the Scorpius. We've got some ship skins and a little sneak peek at the Apoa Santokii. I forgot the name of the ship there briefly, but it's the Xi'an Medium Fighter. So let's jump right in. Star Citizen Alpha 3.18.1 is going live imminently, ? We need this patch to give 3.18 a sort of more solid foundation. The live build of 3.18 still rife with problems for a lot of people. Some people having a great time, apparently. Others, not so much. So 3.18.1 is going to turn up to fix a load of issues. It's going to have a full wipe, so that's everything. It's not just a partial wipe anymore, it's a full wipe of 3.18.1. So that's Alpha UEC, that's items, that's ships, that's everything. Reputation. And then, soon, hot on the heels after that, we're having an Alpha 3.18.2 patch, which will also have a full wipe. You know, what, 2 full wipes pretty close to each other? Yes. And that's what Cloud Imperium have said. And that's got even more fixes. So 3.18.2, a load more fixes beyond what 3.18.1's got in it already, which is good. And there are fixes for a huge amount of major sort of problems in game, along with greater server stability, greater database stability, all this sort of stuff. It's working pretty well on the PTU at the moment. That said, there are still problems that they're trying to solve. They're also running sort of dynamic events like Xenothreat and Jumptown, that sort of stuff. So what you can expect is either 3.18.1 or 3.18.2 should have a free fly with it, and they'll run a dynamic event at the same time. So you'll get some, be able to play Star Citizen for free, get some free ships to try out, have a dynamic event to play. That's the sort of plan here at the moment. And then they're going to be pushing towards getting 3.19 out. So 3.19 is expected to come on or before when they run Fleet Week, which is looking to be 20th of May to start, and then it's on for a couple of weeks. So this is a huge event that they have every year where they have another free fly, load of ships on sale, combat ships, more focused logistic ships, that sort of stuff. And you can go to an expo hall, you can see the UE Navy flying around, you can go aboard a Javelin and see a load of voice actors talk about the Javelin and that sort of stuff. There's some pretty cool stuff there. Every day they sort of change manufacturer that's at that expo hall, which you can visit, and you can rent all those ships. And good laugh. And there'll be new ships, new straight-to-flyable ships and vehicles, potentially some concept stuff as well. So big ship sale. And it's one of the major Star Citizen events of the year where a huge portion of their money. And due to problems with Alpha 3.18, sort of Star Citizen's funding has slowed now this year. It was on track sort of earlier in January to still make a huge amount of money, but they've actually started slowing compared to the previous year, which is strange for Star Citizen, but makes sense because 3.18 has been a bit of a disaster. I have no doubt if they get 3.19 in order, then they're going to have no problem generating a huge amount more money pretty easily. But we will have to sort of wait and see what happens. We did have a roadmap update just confirming that they've committed to certain features for 3.19. So this is the new player experience. We know this is going to start at Area 18 and basically take you through the first sort of like 30 minutes of the game. But basically, you'll be able to play Star Citizen with no external tutorials is the idea there. So that's a sort of pretty important feature, I'd say. There's new missions with the salvage contracts. Basically, you can purchase yourself a salvage contract area where you can then go and salvage the ships there, but you obviously have to pay for that contract, and there could be other ships there, other ships that are already salvaging, which you might need to chase off, but then they could call in backup, and there could be some other stuff going on there. There might be some PvP or outlaw missions that have you trying to go to one of these areas before another player gets there and salvage it, things like that. They're adding a Ghost Hollow PvP mission. Obviously, there are going to be other opportunities at that area as well. Lawville. That is getting its huge expansion. So this is Lawville 2.0. They've sort of over doubled the size of the city. They've got much more highly detailed buildings, and which are going to eventually have interiors, but you can land on a load of these. They're sort of improving the way you can fly around cities as well, so they're less restrictive. Yeah, the city looks significantly better, and is just huge and beautiful, and it's going to be a big part of 3.19. There's also tractor beam updates that have the tractor beams allowing you to remove up to size 6 weapons from ships and internal components up to size 0, 1 and 2. Well, 0 size 1 and 2. So bear that in mind. It's only going to be visible components or components that you can open the cupboards of, and then you can actually plug them into other ships. But this is going to allow you to, when a ship is in a soft death state, basically further loot it and then use those components elsewhere. Or you can, if you're in the pilot chair, you can actually go, yes, I don't mind my components being detached, and then you can use a hand tractor beam to do that. But yeah, there's going to potentially be quite a lot of other features turning up in 3.19, but it's 3.19 in name only because it is going to be part of the 3.18 branch sort of code base. It's just literally, this is 3.18 refined. And due to the problems that Cloud Imperium have had with 3.18, I'm sort of fine with that. From the monthly reports, we found out that there's a huge amount of work that's gone into Squadron and the Persistent Universe, obviously, but we've got things that are being worked on like Titan suits for the Persistent Universe. At the moment, there's a load of ships that are going through various different processes, from the Santok Yai to the Hull C, and there's a load of unnamed ones or unannounced ones that are probably going to be turning up at Fleet Week. Lots of work on the maps, radar scanning, sort of mini-map updates, star map updates. Really looking forward to a load of these AI updates that they've got planned as well, but that's going to sort of, Cloud Imperium need to get their servers in the right sort of area, sort of optimize some netcode, get server meshing on the go, stuff like that. We do know that Pyro and jump points have seen a huge amount of work, but they are the focus now over server meshing, whereas server meshing may have been the focus before. Very much getting Pyro out the door with or without server meshing is much more important to Cloud Imperium now. With ships in mind, this week the Santok Yai was I believe the Santok Yai was the sneak peek in the newsletter. Yeah, looking forward to this. I suspect it might turn up in Alien Week or 3.19 sort of time. So Alien Week's a week or two or a little while after Fleet Week, basically, because Fleet Week doesn't really focus on any alien ships. Alien Week goes, we're going to celebrate the alien ships and Banu First Contact and things like this. So expect to have a little ship sale then as well. It's the last chance to purchase the Drake Vulture or RSI Scorpion with some special War Bond pricing. They fly off on the 11th of April at 8 PM UTC, but they'll turn up at other sales, and you can get all this stuff in game. You don't need to buy any of these things beyond a starter package, so you get everything in game. Other stuff throughout the week, I did really like the new subflare, the sort of ship skins that are themed towards different planets in the Stanton system, so you'd like have the Crusader ones. I actually thought they were pretty cool because they give you the skins for a range of ships. In the future, probably be able to paint our ships in quite a variety of colours, sort of ourselves a much more custom way, but at the moment, we are restricted to skins. Anyway, boom, that's it for your news update today. I hope you have a great Easter weekend for those of you that celebrate it, and those of you that don't, I hope you still have a great weekend. I'm really interested if you're playing in 3.18.2 on the PT at the moment, what are your experiences of that? Good, bad, indifferent? What do you think of the wipes that are coming, or are you more focused on 3.19 and Fleet Week now? Whatever your thoughts though, I'd love to hear from you in the comments below. The Tobii Eye Tracker 5 is on sale until the 19th of April. This gives you native high precision head and eye tracking in Star Citizen. Very cool for general immersion, for combat both in ship or on foot. They are absolutely fantastic pieces of kit, and both Zin and I have one. Use the links below to grab one for 15% off or to find out more. Little Nord Riding Hood was on her way to Grandma's house. Upon arriving at her house, she called, "Grandma, are you home?" "Yes, dear. I'm on my laptop in bed." Upon seeing her grandma, she exclaimed, "Oh, Grandma, what long fingers you have." "Oh, the better to browse the internet, my dear." "Oh, Grandma, what powerful VPN protection you have." "Oh, the better to browse safely, my dear." "Oh, Grandma, what big eyes you have." "Oh, the better to enjoy my greater access to the sites I want to visit, my dear." "But seriously, get NordVPN or I will eat you." The moral of this story is that there are some great deals on NordVPN, and using it can improve your internet privacy, safety, and give you more access to the content you want to see. Get it from the links below. Every month we have a ship giveaway for April 2023. It's for a Drake Vulture, the light salvage ship This will enable you to take to the stars, find wrecks and strip them, as well as craft some useful items with its onboard dispensary. It comes with lifetime insurance and a Star Citizen game package as well. All you need to get into the game, and all you have to do to be in for a chance of winning that, is comment on any of my videos made during April. Also, please bear in mind that there are scammers about in YouTube. If you see in the comments below someone trying to get you to go onto Telegram, or someone not using my main account, which is the account I'm making videos on now, then they are a scammer pretending to be me or someone else, and just be safe on YouTubes. If you would like to further support the channel, please consider subscribing. You can become a Patreon, you can use the YouTube join button as well. That goes an extra mile to help support us and enables us to produce Star Citizen content every day. And that's down to you guys helping support us, so genuinely, thank you from the bottom of my little BoredGamer heart.